Hey there, welcome back to another video from Hobbies and Stuff in the Shed. So today, it's going to be a little bit different. So we're not doing anything with leather or yard work or anything like that. Today we're fixing a laptop. So let me turn this around and show you. I have here a Dell laptop. It is a let's see here, a Latitude 7400. So the problem with this laptop is I was using it for a while, but the charger port wore out on me. So, no, excuse me, you would plug in the power cable, and it wouldn't charge the battery. So I thought, well, let's see if I can just swap out the charger port and see if that'll fix my problem. Because if it's just the charger port, then hey, laptop is fixed. Plus, it also has some video footage on there that I need for another couple of video series, and it's a lot easier to have my laptop back than to tear the hard drive out and buy a whole new laptop and all that monkey business. So I got the new part in the mail today from AliExpress, and we're going to see if I can get this thing to work. So give me a second, I'll get the camera set up. Okay, so here are the tools that we have for this job. Handful of tweezers. I'm sure one of these will work out. And then screwdriver bit set. Okay. And of course, our new power unit. At least I am pretty sure that that's what's in this package. Yes. Aha. Here we are. Here is our new little friend. Okay, so first things first, we need to take off the back plate. So I'm going to take our screwdriver. Let's try this one here. And oh, I need a little neck size up. Okay. So, one of the nice things about this particular laptop, and I don't know if it's the same for all of the Dell Latitudes, but this one at least, these little screws that hold the back plate in, they do not come all of the way out. They just kind of like twiddle inside the little plastic case there. So what's really nice about that is I don't need to worry about losing these things. You know what it's like to put your screws into a little shot glass and then, you know, forget about it, and then 3 days later you find a glass of random screws and wonder, where did those come from, right? So we should be able to just a couple turns and pop the back off of this thing. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so see what I mean? The screws are inside this little little bit there, they're not coming out all the way. That's going to make our life a lot easier. So our charger port is right here. Okay. And it looks like, so let's get our new one out. Little metal bracket of some kind. And here. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have a little plastic retaining clip to pop off. And I might need to replace this little, some little metal bracket here possibly. So I'm just going to lay that on here and put it off to the side for a minute. Now, when I look here, okay, so here's where this is going. So let's start by taking off this little screw here. Now this screw I don't want to lose, so I'm just going to put it right there on my tray, and it looks like I've got, okay, now it looks like I can just lift this up, okay, and then I'm pulling that out here. This little bit of fabric, that's for another wiring harness going up here. Now I just have this little plastic tab here. So if I pull on it, is that going to come out for me? I don't think that's a good idea. What happens if I... Okay. Maybe that is what I need to do. Maybe I do just need to pull on it. Here, let's take our tweezers. So that is seating into, so it's like seating in like that. You know what, I think I do just need to pop it out with the tweezers like this. There. Okay. You know how sometimes you're afraid to be too rough because you are afraid to hurt things? I think that's what I just did. It just had to pull out. There's no special fancy trick to it. So, this is my bad one, and this is my good one. And, I mean, I got no idea what I'm looking at. It looks fine to me, but let's try and replace it and see if that'll make a difference, if this thing will accept a power charge. So we slide this back in. Now it looks like there's some pins in here. So like right in here. So I'm just gonna be careful about putting this in a way that hopefully won't bend the pins. this on a different angle so I can see it better. Okay, so slide you in. Okay. So, here's what I'm going to do to test to make sure that this works before I go and close all this back up again. I'm going to try to plug in the power charger and see if it works. Okay, so let's grab the power charger. Okay, and now it is off screen, but I do have a green light on the power brick. So if I just plug this in here, and then if I flip my laptop over, I should see some kind of like a, should be able to turn it on or see it. Aha, it does. It does. That keyboard lit up. Perfect, that's exactly what I am looking for. Perfect, so let's shut this back down again. Hold my thumb on the power button. Okay, success. So that was the secret as to why my laptop was not turning on. That charger port had burned out. So I'm going to have to double check on, actually, you know what, let me pull up my phone. Go into my AliExpress order history here. There we are. Okay, so this item on AliExpress cost me $6. I don't know if that's going to show up properly, but so this was a $6 part, and that was enough to save my laptop battery, or save my laptop so I can use it again. Perfect. So $6 took about maybe 3 weeks to get to me. Here in Canada, you know, things from AliExpress do tend to travel a little slower, so depending on what they are. But for $6 and a little bit of patience and getting my laptop back, that's pretty alright in my book. Okay, now here's something I want to point out to you that's really important. So this little metal clip, okay, so see how it's got 2 holes there, right? So right there on the frame, there's a little, it looks like a metal post beside the screw hole. So you have to make sure that you get this clip. The left hole goes over that little post, and then you're lined up for your screw hole. And once you do that, Bob's your uncle. Okay. And then put this back there. Oh, hey, this is really cool. I love taking things apart and seeing how they are assembled. Don't know if the camera's going to focus on this or not, but there is a little bit of blue Loctite on this screw. So when Dell was manufacturing this, they knew that this particular screw was going to be under a certain amount of stress, and they didn't want coming loose. So they put a little bit of Loctite on it. That is really interesting. See, I love seeing the way that things are put together, and the minds of the engineers when it comes out, between the engineers and the manufacturers. And actually, for that matter, I just want to point out something here. Let me just angle this here. Okay, so a little bit of a tangent here, but I am 39 years old. I am of a generation that the internet was not all pervasive. Like, I grew up using card catalogs at the public library. Um, I grew up in a world where having a computer in your family living room was a big deal. And now here we are with everybody and their dog has a bloody phone on them or in them or something like that, right? So I just would like to say, as I guess an elder millennial, the incredible work that goes into making laptops, it blows my bloody mind away. This is a laptop that has more power than my family's computer did 25 years ago. And it's like a 30th of the size. It's so tiny compared to what we used to have, those great big beige boxes, great big 15-inch CRT monitors, all that stuff. Like, the technology that goes into the battery, the layout, like, when I see circuit boards like this, I'm astounded and I'm blown away by the incredible ingenuity that goes into making this work. Oh, hey, I have an extra RAM slot. I could put an extra stick of RAM in there. Uh, there's a famous quote: "Any technology sufficiently advanced is indistinguishable from witchcraft." And I truly do believe that when it comes to computers. I have all, like, I am just blown away by the incredible engineering technological feat that goes into making this. And that being said, this is not an amazing laptop. It's a Dell Latitude something something, right? Like, Latitude 7400, compared to, like, this is probably like a 5 6 year old laptop now. Compared to what you're making today, like compared to what's even in your cell phone, we have more computing power at our fingertips than there was available in the entire country of the United States when they launched the Apollo rockets. Um, it never ceases to amaze me what we have accomplished in the space of like a generation or two. And so anyway, I just, you know, fun little tangent, but I just would like to say, um, the never just be like try like how can I phrase this? I try not to take this stuff for granted because this is bleeding edge, like, incredible technology. Um, when you look at the whole span of human history, 2024, even though, yes, there are parts of 2024 that suck, there's diseases in the world, there's, you know, political divisions, and uh, I can't talk to my brother and you can't talk to your uncle, but we still got to meet up to with them every once in a while, and, you know, global warming and electric cars and all that nonsense. Like, even, yes, we have troubles, but for all of that, this is still objectively the greatest time in human history to ever be alive. And so for anyone who is watching this and got to this part of the video, I really appreciate that. But I just would like to say, um, take a moment and smell the circuit boards. Appreciate the things that we have. Because, yeah, your old computer is old, but you have a computer. You know, like, this is we often get lost in the bad stuff, but at the same time, there's a whole lot of good happening in the world too, and in our fingertips. And try not to take it for granted that you can open up a machine like this and for $6 and a short video swap out a part and make it work again. And I don't know, it just, if Turing was alive today, he wouldn't know what to do with himself. So yeah, that's my sign off for today. Just stop and smell the circuit boards. Safe travels.